Liebe Zuschauer und Zuschauerinnen,
Dear viewers, dear listeners, we are glad that you've tuned in again to learn along with us. And what do we learn in the lessons from the divine wisdom? During nearly 5 decades, Gabriele, the prophetess and emissary of the eternal kingdom, has taught and still teaches people of all cultures the path to the true life, to the good, to the noble, to inner freedom, to inner happiness, the path to God in us. In today's teaching hour, in which we will also hear Gabriele in the original recording, it is about goals, about the good resolutions that one always makes, not only at the beginning of a new year. At the beginning of the schooling, Gabriele first explained, "For me, a resolution means to put something in front of ourselves. We put something in front of ourselves, we intend to do something. If we intend to do something, then we have not yet fulfilled it. What do we intend to do of this or that? And that is decisive. What do we want to do differently now? And how did we do it in past years?"
Gabriele explains further. The one says, I want to stop smoking. Another says, I want to practice discipline, or I want to grow closer to God. We always hear want to, but this does not yet mean I am disciplined. I have stopped smoking. I am in God, or I am closer to God. Thus, the I want to tells us that we are not yet the way we have resolved to be. So the target is a resolution. And we must strive for this resolution day after day. The resolution must remain in our awareness. It must anchor itself, as it were, in the conscious mind and the subconscious. We cannot do this by saying today, I want to become more disciplined, or I want to grow closer to God. This I want to must be before our eyes at every moment, then when we fall back again into our old habits. It must come to life in the conscious mind and the subconscious. Only when it has come to life in the conscious mind and the subconscious do we have the strength to remedy what lies behind the resolution, namely the carelessness, the lack of discipline, the indifference, the distance from God, and much, much more.
Weiter erklärt Gabriele in dieser Lehrstunde,
Gabriele explains further in this teaching hour, when we intend to do something, then what we have done up to now will not disappear. It should and must be worked on, because we don't want to do it anymore. In order to stop doing it, we have to make an effort and declare war on the old Adam. It is a struggle, but the struggle is worth it. Namely, when we take into our conscious mind and our subconscious the positive, that is, these positive thoughts, the positive inputs as a reminder. The connection with Christ then gives us the strength to work on what still remains, what lies in the want to. So that means that what we want to remedy is still in the conscious mind and the subconscious, and ultimately in our soul, and beyond that, in the stars and planets. For those are the inputs, since the inputs that we make are based on our way of feeling, thinking, speaking, and acting.
So the first step is to recognize the inputs that led to our negative, careless behavior. In the following, Gabriele describes how we can continue to work with what we have recognized. She says, "We want to do things differently. We have chosen a good resolution, and this resolution must first come to life. So, every day, first of all in the evening before going to bed, we would have to decide for this good Christian resolution. I now deliberately say Christian resolution, which therefore lies in the commandments, in the laws of God. When we resolve for this Christian resolution, first of all in the evening, then first the subconscious absorbs this resolution, and then gradually the soul. When we are deeply asleep, the soul goes its way into the worlds beyond, according to our state of consciousness. But it has this resolution with it, and in the worlds of the beyond will work with this resolution, with a Christian resolution. For it may meet like-minded beings. It comes into a sphere of vibration in which it hears about these things, about how it can realize the Christian resolution in the earthly garment. With these experiences from the worlds beyond, it then comes back when our sleep becomes shallower, and when we awaken, it is back in the body."
Weiter erklärt Gabriele,
Gabriele explains further. We have entered the resolution into the conscious mind and subconscious. So it is there as a magnet, drawing into the subconscious and then into the conscious mind what the soul worked out on its journeys while we were fast asleep. Suddenly, positive thoughts come. Suddenly, in the morning, we feel that there is something in us that gives us new strength, new courage. In the morning, we ask Christ that on this day we can keep this resolution, the Christian resolution, that we can practice it, that we can put it into practice. So again in the morning, in our prayer, we take up this Christian resolution. It is then not just a thought that we chose, say yesterday, the day before, or 8 days ago, I want to grow closer to God. But this resolution then gradually builds up. How do I grow closer to God? What am I going to do today? Suddenly, problems come up during the day. Our resolution, which is building up more and more, which comes more and more alive in our conscious mind and subconscious, admonishes us and leads us to a conversation, to a possibly lawful solution. Dear viewers, dear listeners, we would now like to hear a short excerpt from this schooling, as it was originally spoken by Gabriele.
Should we have forgotten our resolution by lunchtime, we do this when it has not yet come alive in our conscious mind and subconscious, then we should briefly withdraw and enter this resolution. I emphasize this Christian resolution that is according to the commandments, according to the laws of God, into ourselves again, and make ourselves aware that I now enter this resolution of mine into my conscious mind, into my subconscious, and also into my soul, and I give it to my soul to take along. This suddenly leads to communication with the Spirit of the Christ of God in us. And we will then not only repeat our resolution, but we will also direct several heartfelt prayers to Christ, heartfelt prayer thoughts. If at noontime it is only 5 to 7 minutes, that's enough. Even if it is only 3 minutes, that's enough. If these 3 minutes are heartfelt, then we have done more for our soul and for our body than when we sit down for 10 minutes for a superficial meditation and simply repeat in our conscious mind what we have resolved for. We then again have the strength for the afternoon. Our resolution is taking hold. Christ comes alive in our resolution and is the admonisher. He is also the one who reminds us, who admonishes and reminds us again and again when we fall back into our "I want to," into our old habits, and at the same time, He gives us impulses about how we should behave at work, how we can start and finish this work. He gives us strength for our work. He encourages us in conversations and much more.
We were privileged to hear a brief excerpt from this teaching hour in the original recording. Gabriele advised us further. Then, in the evening, just before going to bed, we again enter our resolution into our conscious mind and subconscious and again give it to the soul to take along on its journeys. If we do this seriously, indeed, if we seriously want to become new people in the Spirit of the Lord, then we will be stronger every morning. Our soul will become more filled with light. We will gain much more strength. Our resolution or resolutions will then be alive in us. They are the admonishers, the guides, the directors. Our prayers will become deeper, our thoughts more positive, our life more conscious. We will then also have the strength to clear up all the sinful things that the day points out to us, because the good, indeed Christian resolutions are alive in us. They are aspects of the Christ of God in us, which admonish us, which remind us, which guide and direct us. Gabriele closes her schooling with the words, "Therefore, the new person. How do I stay true to my resolutions? How? Stay with them. Christ stays with you." Dear viewers, dear listeners, the words from Gabriele encourage us to try out and practice what we've heard, because the true school is life. For today, we take our leave of you. Until next time, a warm greetings in God and goodbye.
Der Ruf des Christus Gottes.
The call of the Christ of God.
Ich bin, der ich bin, in
I
Gott,
am
dem Ewigen.
who I am in
Der
God,
Christus
the eternal,
Gottes,
the
einst
Christ of
in
God,
Jesus von Nazareth.
once in Jesus of Nazareth.
Seit Jahrzehnten
For
offenbare
decades,
ich mich,
I,
der
the Christ of God,
Gottes,
once
einst
in Jesus of
von
Nazareth,
Nazareth,
have
durch das
given
prophetische
revelations
Wort
through the
eines
prophetic
Menschen
word of a human
mit
being
irdischem Namen
with the earthly
Gabriele.
name of
Denn
Gabriele,
das Reich
because the
Gottes
kingdom
hat
of
nicht die
God
Sprache
does
der
not have
Menschen.
the language of human beings.
Durch das prophetische Wort,
Through the
das
prophetic
ich,
word,
der
which
Christus
I,
Gottes
the
bin,
Christ of God,
rufe
am,
ich die
I
Menschen
call the
auf,
people
die Stimme
to
der
hear
Wahrheit
the
zu
voice of the
vernehmen,
truth,
die Menschen weder in
which
Religionen
leads people
noch in
neither
kirchliche
into
Vereine
religions
führt,
nor into
noch in
ecclesiastical
klerikale
associations,
Rituale,
nor
sondern
into clerical
einzig in
rituals,
das Leben,
but solely into the
das in
life
jeder
that dwells
Seele
in
und
every
in
soul
jedem
and in every
beseelten
ensouled
Menschen wohnt.
human being.
Gott, die Allliebe und Weisheit,
God,
was
the
besagt,
all love
Gott
and
in
wisdom,
dir, denn
which
du
means
bist der Tempel
God
Gottes.
in you, for you are the
In
temple
diesem
of God.
Bewusstsein, Gott in
In this
dir,
awareness,
Gott
God in
euch,
you,
rufe
God
ich,
in
der
all of you,
Christus Gottes,
I, the
in
Christ
die
of God,
Welt, in die
call
Tempel
into
aus
the world,
Fleisch und Bein
into the
hinein
temples of
und in
flesh
jede
and
Seele,
bone,
in
and
dem
into every
allmächtigen
soul,
Bewusstsein,
in the
du
almighty
bist der
consciousness.
Tempel Gottes,
You
Gott
are
wohnt
the
in
temple of
dir.
God. God dwells in
Die
you.
Endzeit trägt die neue
The end
Zeit
time
sich.
bears within
Es
the new
ist das
era.
messianische,
It is the messianic,
sophianische
Sophianic age
Zeitalter
of love
der
for God
Gottes-
and
und
neighbor.
Nächstenliebe. Gott in dir,
God
Gott
in
in
you,
euch,
God
in
in
jedem
all of you,
beseelten
in
Menschen,
every
in
ensouled
jeder
person,
Seele.
in every soul.
Ihr Menschen
You
auf allen
people on all the
Kontinenten
continents
dieser Erde,
of this earth,
ich, der
I,
Christus
the
Gottes,
Christ of God,
bin der
am the
Rufer
caller
im Bewusstsein
in
der
the
neuen
consciousness
Zeit,
of the new
im
era,
messianischen,
in the messianic,
sophianischen
Sophianic
Zeitalter.
age.
Ich, der Christus Gottes,
I,
rufe,
the Christ of God,
nehmt das
call.
wahre Wort der
Take
wahren
the true
Propheten
word
an,
of the true
von
prophets
Abraham
from
bis
Abraham
Gabriele.
to Gabriele.
Vernehmt den Rufer
Hear the caller.
in mir, dem Christus Gottes.
In
gibt
me,
es
the
keine
Christ of
äußere
God,
Religion
there are
und
no
auch
external
keine
religions
Religionsführer,
and no
einerlei,
religious
wie sich
leaders,
diese
no matter
nennen.
what they call themselves.
Du, o Mensch, bist der
You,
Tempel
O
Gottes
human being,
und Gott
are the temple of
wohnt
God,
in dir.
and God dwells in
Alle
you.
wahren Propheten
All true
waren keine
prophets
Tempeldiener,
were not temple servants,
sondern Menschen wie
but
du,
people
wie
like
auch
you,
ich war,
as
als
I
Jesus
too
von
was,
Nazareth.
as Jesus of Nazareth.
Du, o Mensch,
You,
bist ein
O
Sohn
human being,
und eine
are
Tochter
a
Gottes.
son and a daughter of God.
Weihe die Inhalte
Consecrate the
deiner Gefühle,
content of your
Empfindungen,
feelings,
Gedanken,
sensations,
Worte
thoughts,
und Taten
words,
der
and
Gottes-
deeds
und
to the
Nächstenliebe.
love for God and neighbor,
Denn der Geist
because
des
the
göttlichen
spiritual
Messias
divine Messiah
kommt bald.
comes soon.
Ich, der Christus Gottes,
I,
rufe
the Christ
in
of
die
God,
sich aufbauende
call
neue
into the
Zeit
developing
hinein,
new era
über
to be
alle
heard
Kontinente
over
zu
all
vernehmen.
continents.
Kommet alle zu mir,
Come all to
Christus
me,
Gottes her,
the Christ of God,
der in euch
who
das
is
wahre
the
Leben
true
ist.
life in you.
Ich möchte euch führen.
I want to lead you.
Lasst euch führen von dem,
Let
der in
yourselves
euch
be led
wohnt.
by the one who
Gott
dwells in you,
euch.
God in you.
Lasst euch nicht
Do not let
verführen.
yourselves be led astray.
Viele Menschen wissen die 10 Gebote Gottes.
Many
Durch
people
Mose
know about the 10
gegeben,
commandments of
auch
God
Schritte,
given through
die
Moses.
besagen, Gott in
They
euch.
are also steps that say,
Lasst
God
euch durch
in you.
keinen anderen Weg
Do not let
abbringen,
yourselves
der
be
andere
dissuaded by
Weisungen
any
gibt
other
als
path
Gott
that gives
in
other
euch.
instructions than
Denn
God
ihr
in
seid
you,
der Tempel
because
Gottes.
you are the temple of God.
Auch meine Lehren
My
als
teachings
Jesus von
as Jesus of Nazareth
sind
also lead the way and merge into the eternal Father's house,
denn sie sind
because
in der
they are in
Einheit
unity
mit den
with the
10
10 Commandments
Geboten
of God
und den
and the
Lehren
teachings
der
of the Sermon on the
Bergpredigt,
Mount,
der Weg,
the way,
die Wahrheit
the truth,
und das Leben.
and the life.
Ich, der Christus Gottes,
I,
begleite
the Christ
euch
of God,
auf diesem
go
Weg,
with you on
denn
this path,
ich bin der Weg,
because I
die
am the
Wahrheit
way,
und
the
das
truth,
Leben.
and the life.
Deshalb kommet alle zu mir.
For this reason, come all to me, the Christ of God. I know the path of every single soul and of each human being. If person and soul are ready to take the path with me to the Father's house, then consciously perceive in yourselves each soul, each ensouled human being is the temple of God, and the omnipresent love dwells in you.
Wohnt in euch.
I am the one who prepares the way, the free Spirit, the Christ of God, the caller in the very basis of your soul. Come, yes, come all to me, the Christ of God.
Ich kenne den Weg.
I know the
So
way,
ihr wollt,
and if you want,
möchte euch
I
führen.
want to guide you.
Betet
Pray
im Stillen
in the
und
stillness,
lasst eure Gebete
and
in
let
euch
your
werden.
prayers become in you.
Erfüllt das
Fulfill
innere
the inner
Leben,
life
das
that
aus
speaks
den
from the
10
10
Geboten
Commandments
Gottes
of God
und aus
and
der
from the Sermon
Bergpredigt
on the
des
Mount
Lebens
of the
spricht.
life.
Dann kann
Then
ich euch
I can
an
take you
Hand
by the
nehmen,
hand,
und ihr werdet
and you will
merken
notice
und
and feel
erfühlen.
that it goes
Es
better
geht
from
von Tag
day
zu
to
Tag
day,
besser, denn ich
because
bin
I
mit
am
euch.
with you.
Kommet also alle zu mir her,
So
die
come
ihr
all
bereit
to me,
seid, den
who are
Weg
ready
zu gehen.
to follow the path.
Ich will euch
I
führen
want to lead you
hin zur ewigen
to the
Liebe,
eternal love
in das
in the
ewige
kingdom
Reich
of God,
Gottes. Denn ich
because
bin
I
der
am
Weg,
the way,
die Wahrheit
the truth,
und das
and the
Leben.
life.
Christus
Christ
in Gott,
in God,
eurem
your
und
Father
meinem Vater.
and mine.